Hi there. It's been a while, hasn't it? Time of this recording, it's been about 2 months since I last streamed, so just kind of wanted to take a break from work right now and kind of get the ball rolling back on streams again. Although this is going to be kind of a change of pace, considering that I normally live stream playthroughs, but I figured for this case, this would just be a recorded playthrough, so I wouldn't have to worry about anything going wrong, or I could just do this at my own leisurely pace. And today I've got a game that honestly I've never heard of, at least up until a couple weeks ago when I was looking for some new Xbox games to try out. And I saw this game on a couple of lists of like hidden gems of Xbox games, and I talked to a friend about it, and he said that this is one of the better kinds of gems that he's played on the Xbox. This is kind of a rare point for me, considering I'm not really much of an RPG guy, and this is an RPG, especially for Xbox. Not often did you see OG Xbox only RPGs come out, and this is just one of the cases. So I figured I'd break off from my path of familiarness, since I usually do FPS games or action adventure games, just to see how this goes. I want to do this off stream because, one, I don't really have the time for doing live streaming anymore, or at least right now while I'm working, and two, this will just give me a good opportunity to see how this goes, if I want to continue doing off stream playthroughs, and just kind of see how my algorithm changes right now, based on how Twitch went, if you get what I mean. So yeah, so this is Sudeki. From what I understand, this is made by the guys who did two of the PS2 Silent Hill games. They did Silent Hill Origins and Silent Hill Shattered Memories. Climax Studio is the name of these guys. They also did a whole bunch of licensed games, I'm seeing. Oh wow, they're actually the makers of Crayola Scoot, kind of a Splatoon Tony Hawk Pro Skater clone for the Switch, PS4, and Xbox. So that's what they've been up to as of recently. But as far as like this game goes, I'm not too familiar with it. I tried checking the reviews for it, and it seems like it's a 6 or 7 out of 10 game. And I guess the only reason why I haven't heard of it is probably because it just went under the radar on a lot of reviews or didn't sell well. So let's see how well this game holds up after all this time. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I forgot that GPSP too. I'm gonna be honest, this is gonna be my first playthrough of any game that I've done in a couple of months, so this is gonna be a bit of a new experience for me too. I just want to say, for the 2 months that I've been gone off stream or off of Twitch right now, work's been going fine. I'm still taking care of myself very well. Again, the reason why I had to leave Twitch, at least for the meantime, is because I've been doing full-time work, working with my high school with volunteer work. So I haven't really been able to make time to sit down and play some new games. I've been picking up a couple stuff, but I just haven't been really been able to play any. So this is one of the rare times where I get some time off. The good thing about live stream, or not being able to, the good thing about not live streaming is I don't really have to worry about I don't have to worry about all the stuff that I would find in live streaming, so I don't have to worry about like making a schedule for this, so I can just do this on my own time. So drawn from him, his crystal skin, another child was born. I honestly don't mind playing through RPGs. It's times like these where I know that a lot of these games are story and like story rich, and that they take a while. I checked how long it takes to beat this game, and on average a first time playthrough is like 15 hours. So I figured if I did games like Shenmue, Star Fox Adventures that took me about 20 hours, I figured I can beat this in around 15 to 20 hours. Also, one thing I'm gonna mention is that rather than do the 3-hour intervals of playthrough parts of this, I figured if this is just gonna be a recorded playthrough, I might break it up just into 1 hour at a time. Just so it's easier for me to find like where I am in each part, and so that nobody has to sit down and watch this for 3 hours at a time. I understand that a lot of my playthroughs don't have highest replay in viewership just because nobody has the patience to sit down and watch a 15 whatever hour playthrough at 3 hours at a time. That's the other thing I'm thinking about doing when I come back to Twitch streaming. We can skip the. I'm gonna get more of the story when I play the game. That's the thing I'm thinking about doing when I come back to Twitch is changing the infrastructure of my playthroughs or of my streaming. I might not do as many playthroughs on stream just because it's hard for people to sit down and watch an entire playthrough from start to finish, especially if it's broken up into parts over days. So I might just do like some simpler side events when I come back. It's gonna be a while before that happens though. As of right now, it's October. I might not be able to come back to streaming, at least in the aspect that I did the last couple of months, until honestly like next year. I might do a couple one-off things here and there, but we'll see. We'll see how my schedule goes. Downside of not being able to stream this is I can't tell if my audio is imbalanced or not. So anyways, Sudeki, this came out in 2004. It did get a PC version eventually. Like the first PC version was released in Europe, but this is on Steam right now if you ever decide to try it out for yourself, and it is $6. So I paid $15 for my Xbox copy, so it is literally cheaper to play this on Steam right now if this game somehow interests you by the time we're finished with it. But it looks like it was in develop for a while. Started as a Dreamcast project, multiple platform changes, started in 2000 as an Xbox exclusive. This is Climax's first RPG. Oh. Do I want headphones on, or do I want...
What's the big hurry? Sorry, Elko. Tilly, I'm late. I'm really late.
Okay.
My apologies, ma'am.
I'll keep headphones on.
You clumsy ox. Watch your step.
You get to play as 4 characters in this. Gameplay follows the 4 protagonists as they explore various environments, with different characters fighting enemies using third-person melee or FPS combat. Okay, so it's part FPS. It's already interested me.
I'm about to change your lives forever. I'm gonna make men of you if it's the last thing I do. Now, you might be asking yourself, why did you join the army?
I could probably see why this flew under the radar, considering what was out in PS2 RPGs at the time. When did Kingdom Hearts 2 come out?
Visit my mother today? Ooh, lucky me. I get to spend all day in a village full of old men.
Kingdom Hearts 2 came out 2005 or 2006.
Boring people get bored. Really? Well, I was hoping for something a
When
little more
did
exciting.
Final Fantasy 12
It's a troop
out?
inspection.
I always have to make the comparison to Final Fantasy 2006. Okay, so this is before Final Fantasy 12, Kingdom Hearts 2, whatever. But there were still plenty of RPGs on PS2 at the time.
Learn the art of killing. The elite guard treats an enemy's death as an art form. You
Guy sounds like he's got a chicken bone stuck in his throat.
and thrust without mercy. now.
General Arlo, may I have a quick word?
This had better be
That
good.
must
I don't need to
be
remind you these soldiers are on active
Elko.
duty.
It's just a little VIP visit. Perhaps you could rustle up a display, please?
This isn't the circus, it's the army!
It is by Her Majesty's request, General Arlo.
Is it?
I still have no idea what I'm
Guess I'll have to make
following.
another exception.
So another thing that the wiki is mentioning is they're trying to, or at least they wanted to emulate the style, the art style of Japanese RPGs, but
The general here
they
was just putting
later changed it to try appealing to a Western audience.
Ibuki.
If you want to take a look at the box arts between the Japanese and the US version, that's probably the easiest way to compare.
Basics of swordsmanship. Tal, you
I'm just assuming that this first part is like a training figure. And I think like the only reason why I even wanted to even play this game outside of, you know, RPG on Xbox is it is an action RPG. So much like not Final Fantasy, Phantasy Star Online. I'm way more used to action RPGs and doing stuff in real time than doing combat or like combat strategy or turn-based RPGs. Oh, okay. Okay, so you see that that thing in the bottom left? Okay, that's how you do it. Okay, so you can't just mash the button. Okay, I'm getting it. Back.
This is the art of swordsmanship. Remember, your sword is your best friend. As you can see, Miss Buki, if you love your sword, you can keep the whole world at arm's length.
I hope it's not like Final Fantasy II on Famicom, where if you want to level up yourself, you have to level up like everything individually. But then like you can literally just beat yourself up and your team to level up, because that's just a broke algorithm system.
In your hands. Slow and cumbersome, like all men.
Good riddance. Now listen up, men. Intelligence.
Once I get the gameplay aspect of this down, it should be simple rhythm.
Understand their motives, but it's down to us to try and stop them from entering Illumina. Explorians employ guerrilla tactics.
Sorry, I
and
keep
show no
fidgeting
respect
around in
for
my
the rules
chair.
of engagement.
It's coming up on about 6 months since I've had my cyst surgery. You remember that from May and June. I'm definitely much better now as I was then, but it still kind of irritates a little bit to sit down for long periods of time. So I've been getting up and being active if I can. I'm fine, just a couple more weekly visits to the hospital just to get it checked out. Wish I was done with it by now, though. Sorry if I'm skipping over or if I'm talking over the storyline. There's so much story in this that I'm pretty much just picking and choosing which parts to stay focused. And again, it's your standard RPG from what I understand. How much of this is not present in any other RPG? Okay.
Tao, you better get yourself a map of the wilderness before you go on duty. And go to Kamo's shop in the northeast corner of the marketplace and pick one up. Maps to free the soldiers by order of the Queen.
Try and find my way there. Oh, crap. I'll try and find my way around places. Not really much of a quest to just pick up a map. Look at all this garbage. Quest. I'm just gonna rely on the map in the top left. All right, so L, look around.
For a derisory fee, I can unravel the mysteries of the universe through the medium of puppetry. It may sound far-fetched, but don't underestimate the magic of theater, eh?
Yeah, sorry, but I don't have the attention span for it. Right, map. Is it?
Welcome to Kamos. No kids, no smoking,
What?
no drinking, no touching, and no credit. Now, how may I help you?
This guy's more disturbing than the shopkeeper from Star Fox Adventures.
It's cheapskates like you that make me work longer hours.
Head credit, low credit, no credit, don't sweat it. Motto of most of the used car sales places around here.
Hey, Tal, the alarm bells are ringing. There are reports of skirmishes on the road to New Brightwater.
Alright, so the protagonists' names are Buki, Ailish, Elko, and Tao. Wonder when we get to change between each one. Yeah, as long as I can follow that. Help if I could bring up a bigger map. Maps. Left thumbstick. It's the beginning of every RPG. I'm bound to get lost at some point.
All right.
Weapons. Well, I guess if I need anything from this hub world, I can just come back here, right? Oh.
Soldiers pay.
Oh, they're dead. I'm just trying to cross off the tropes of every RPG that I've seen, let alone played. I figured this wouldn't be as much of a fun game to live stream, considering RPGs are usually slogs for grinding anyways, and nobody wants to watch me grind 3 hours at a time. Right, food, weapons, other weapons. Oh. This way. Right. And we're out of here. And away we go.
Remember to watch the skies. It always goes dark just before the Eclorians beam in.
Does this game have a day and night cycle? And I wish I had Nate to help me here.
The general has gone on ahead. Cross the bridge and take the tunnel through to the indoor market, and then turn left down the tunnel to the wilds. You should find the others waiting at the exit.
Bridge, tunnel. I'm not good with verbal instructions. Like verbal direction. Save point. Oh, is this game not autosave? It did. It was 2004. I'm not sure every game at that point did that.
Got the armor, got the sword, got the attitude. I just need some Eclorians to kill.
I don't know how far you're gonna get if your last name is Looney, bud. Ain't nothing but a Looney Tune to me. They must have a lot of spoken dialogue for all these NPCs. Yeah, I'm not gonna have the time or patience to check every single one of these guys. Maybe if I wasn't recording this, maybe. No.
Men, the time has come to put your training to good use. I want every piece of Eclorian scum removed from the area before sundown.
Sir, yes, sir.
Wonder how well this game did in Japan. If, you know, anybody was still playing Xbox in Japan by 2004.
And we'll rendezvous in New Brightwater.
Sir.
I'm willing to bet that this game didn't sell more than 20,000 copies in Japan. If that. Yay, new quest. Got these idiots following me.
What the?
Never a comfortable enough spot to sit before. Oh, that should be fun. Let's just A and X to act. Oh, no, P as well. I hope that this is also like Phantasy Star Online, where if I even just get one hit on the guy, I still get the XP. I have the manual for this, but I'm too lazy to. I think I'm getting the pattern of tapping it down. You don't want to tap down the attack buttons as quickly. Okay, so no, it's just A and X then. A lot of blood. I don't remember seeing this much blood on enemies in any other RPG, at least for this time. Maybe Final Fantasy, probably not Kingdom Hearts. Okay, so it just puts my sword back if I'm not attacking. At least I'm not doing this alone. I appreciate the backup from the other guys. B is just a slow attack. So this would be much more intolerant if I was playing this with turn-based. Where are my other guys? They dead? Is it just me now? Class, I'm learning. Yep, the other guys are dead. Alright, so I have magic points as well. Maybe you can only use the shield in combat. Checking the time. Okay, so it's already been a half hour. I'll give it another half hour and then I'll break this off into another part. I want to do this just 1 hour at a time. Just for better consistency. And I think it's easier for me to just upload a few hour-long segments than to do 3 hours where I can't find which part to do. Talk about.
Wants the area cleared at any cost, but he hasn't seen that monster yet.
Baldo. The names that they give these guys have to be randomly generated. There's no way that whoever the devs were for this came up with 1,000 something names for each character. Okay. Like to go down this well, please. It's not. Oh, right trigger for shield. Oh, okay. You hold right trigger and then left or right, you do this rolling move. Oh. I like that they give you the different combo attacks to work with. So like if you do a different combo, it just does different move. Not gonna remember every single combination. So. Most of the time I'm just gonna be mashing X or A in vain. Oh, okay. Health, skill, power, will of the sword. And I gotta remember, I gotta do this for 4 different characters as well. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why?
Stand firm!
That didn't do much.
Stand firm. Stand firm.
I'm sure different spells work better on different enemies. Oh god. Why did you explode? Use that. Okay. I know a lot of people who play RPGs or other games usually have multiple save files. I usually just do one and done. I know it's not the best option, but what else? Cool. Oh. A burning building, and there's a water full of, there's a well full of water, and there's a bucket right there. I wonder what I should do. Plus all this water right here. Also telling me where to go on the map as well. Play. I didn't come this way. No, I didn't come this way. I can hear all the voices of the characters in the back. Again, if it seems like I'm disinterested, don't get me wrong. I don't have anything against RPGs. It's just not my kind of genre. So I haven't played enough of these to like give a good, full lasting opinion. Never really had many RPGs to play with as a kid either, considering I had a GameCube.
There's been no sign of the princess yet. A few of the locals said she'd already passed through just before the zone became active.
I don't want to make this seem like I'm not interested in this. I mean, if I wasn't interested, I wouldn't have picked up this game anyways, let alone spent the 15 bucks on it. And there's plenty of games like this as well on Xbox that I could also try out. Jade Empire is one of the Xbox staples that a lot of people talk about when you mention like action RPGs. Morrowind, obviously Fable. So it's not that it's, you know, an empty void. Just, you know, the better platform to play most of these games on would have been PlayStation 2 anyway. You know what? If this game was a PS2 exclusive, I probably wouldn't have shaken too much shit about it. It probably would have just been like any other run-of-the-mill RPG for the PS2. But you know what? Xbox exclusive. That would intrigue me. Not that I even have my PlayStation 2 on me right now. The only consoles that I have on me right now are my PS2, or no, not my PS2, my GameCube, my Xbox, my N64. And just for the hell of it, I dug my PS1 out of storage, but I'm not planning on playing any PS1 games right now. God, I'm kidding. I know I planned for this to be like the year of the PlayStation when I announced all this stuff back in March or May or whatever, but you know, I didn't account for me switching to full-time work now. Hey. Did it say when I'll level up again? Experience. Okay. I wouldn't even know if this is supposed to be like a beginner's RPG anyways. Again, I could have started with Fable. I had some interest in Morrowind, but Morrowind is huge. It would have taken me so much longer to get through Morrowind than it would be for this game.
Sir, the Eclorians have really come out in numbers this time. We did all we could, but we're too late for this guy. They brought 3 or 4 different types of troops this time. They also seem to have a giant fighting alongside them, if the reports are to be believed. That house was used as a hideout by pirates. We thought there might be treasure inside, but we can't find anything in there. Feel free to look for yourself. It's a case of finders keepers out here in the wilds.
That kind of blatantly obviously tells me that there is something in there. Getting there somehow. There should be something like painfully obvious.
Hey, did you hear about the treasure that's supposed to be hidden in here? If there is treasure here, it must be invisible. I reckon you'd need to be a magician in order to find it.
I'm guessing by that context clue that I need to play as one of the other characters to find this. Yeah, because you see these little glowing lights here. I'm thinking that interacts with one of the other characters' abilities. I see, because there's nothing I can interact with here. I'll figure it out later. I wish though it'd just be as simple as kind of like in Half-Life 1 where you can just recruit the scientists or security guard guys when you need them. Okay, so AXX is the rush. I do AXA a lot. My problem for most RPGs or action RPGs is I'm all offense and never any defense. Steel can only get me so far if it's just from the front. Yeah, see, look at this. Look at this. Hope if it will let me move. Oh, great, this guy again.
Those that stand before me die.
Fuck, why don't I just do that instead? I'm alive by a hair.
All right.
The mojo. Like I'm Austin Powers. Let's advancements. It's probably important right now. Weapons. Sub armor. This kind of reminds me of Castlevania Circle of the Moon when we played that last September, I think. You know, remember all those sub weapons that came with the game, and I ended up only using like 2 of them. I never really needed to use much of the cards until like the last couple of bosses. I'm assuming all this stuff that I have relates to the second trade of the shop in town. There had to have been some guide, strategy guide for this game, written by someone, at least on Game Facts or Prima wrote a guide. Alright, I'll give it 10 more minutes and then we'll switch to the next part. Shrek's cousins. Okay. I wonder if the combo moves are different between each weapon too. What is happening? He's right behind me.
I'll stain the floor with your insides.
Oh no, I'm poisoned. There we go. Easy. No, get down. Just my luck.
Tal of Illumina, I am Tetsu. I speak with the voice of your ancestors. The road ahead is dark and filled with danger, but fear not, son of Sudeki.
Tetsuo.
In your darkest hours you may call on me. My humble servant, Karistan the Wolf, will protect you.
So from what I've also read, Sudeki is the name of the world that we're fighting on. But it says that there are 3 locations we can go to. There's Haskilia, Akloria, and the Realm of Shadows. Or Shadow Armor. Good. I have to fight this guy again.
Under the light of the moon, a wolf should hunt. Come, Tarista!
This guy's cool and all, but he's no Lena inverse with the Dragon Slave.
Get up! What happened to the rest of your men, Tal?
Dead.
I expected more from you. Those soldiers were your responsibility. It's time you learn that sometimes...
Were they now? I think they were kind of fending for themselves.
You, Tal. Princess Ailish is in New Brightwater. See that she gets back to the castle safely. Now that the Echlorians have been cleared from the area, I hope that you can be trusted to guard a girl. Get out of my sight!
Sure, pal. Alright, it's almost about the hour mark here, so I think I'm gonna cut it off here. I'll come back in a couple minutes for me. I'll set up the next part for next time. I'm interested to see what more this game has. Again, kind of catering to a guy who's not really into RPGs. Again, this is just the first hour, so we've got plenty more to work with. So I'm gonna come back in a little bit. Thanks so much for watching. I should link my Twitch here for. Yeah, so if you guys like what I do, I have a live streaming channel. It's also in the link to the description of this video. Follow me on twitch.tv/RileyVorsanger. Also join me in my Discord for more future updates on when I'll come back to streaming, how I'm doing at work and everything. I'll let you guys know as soon as I can. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next part. Take care.